Welcome, everyone, to Ocean City, Maryland. In the past few weeks, multiple people have asked me, hey Dan, where can I find some free parking this year in OC? And it's a legitimate question because every year the town designates more and more spots for the meter that used to be free. And, well, there's still a few spots to be found, but you gotta look for them. You have to know where they are, and you've got to get there early. See that little red car there? Yeah, that's my car, and I got lucky. I got a free spot here while we're gonna shoot a few segments downtown. And right here, this is a gym, and who knows how long it's going to last. This is Caroline Street. You're literally probably only 100 or 200 yards from the boardwalk, and there are a few spots available still on this street. We're gonna cruise around the corner and check out Dorchester Street and see what we find there. Actually, the next street over is Talbot Street. Dorchester's the one after this. And this one is still gratis. Yeah, actually both sides of the street are free. And I do believe this is the last street where that will be seen. Right down there is MR Ducks. So if you want to come down to the duck bar, or maybe you want to catch a charter going fishing, this is an option for free parking. Next up is Dorchester Street. And this is Philadelphia Avenue. When I used to live downtown, I used to be able to park on both sides of this street for free all the way down to the inlet. That's not the case anymore. But let me tell you, they were some fun parallel parking days, because when you parked on the left side of this one-way street, nobody, even in driving school, ever practiced for that. Yeah, that took some skill. Well, those days are over, that's for sure. Right over here is Dorchester Street. And, yep, you got the green meter signs on both sides. And right there, both sides of Dorchester. So, you're going to have to pay the man on this street. No more. Somerset Street's up next. And we're going to cruise over there, because believe it or not, there's still a couple slots left, but only on one side of the road. You got to play the game. Play the game. Here on Somerset Street, I do believe this is the last bastion of free parking that's close to the inlet, but it's only on one side. It's not the side where the White Marlin Marina is located. It's on the other side, right there, on the side of the Harbor Inn. And depending on the size of the vehicles, I'd say there's 7 to 10 spots there. Right now, we're on St. Louis Avenue, and that was a hot topic in the wintertime. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But first, we're going to cruise over the bridge, and we're going to give you your last option for free parking when all else fails. Here at the West OC Park and Ride, this is your doomsday scenario option. You know, the day when you want to come to the beach, you might have tickets to a concert or special event or something, and you didn't budget an extra $50 to pay $6 an hour, well, okay, you can park here for free. And there's a lot of spots here, as you can see. Not only that, if you've got a truck pulling a big boat, oh, can you believe it? You're allowed to park your trailer over here for free too. Your boat trailer. Yep, lots of spots. And from here, you can catch the shuttle over, or you can just take a nice stroll over the bridge. This is free 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Yeah, and you can walk through the covered bridge too. We're cruising in the car now, and I want to talk a little bit about St. Louis Avenue and how the parking rates are different at different times of the week and year and all that kind of stuff. But right here, this is a nifty little one. North Division Street. Oh, that looks like about 1 or 2 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can get about a half a dozen cars on this one, maybe, on North Division. Right here, you can either turn left and go under the bridge down to the inlet. We're going to turn right on St. Louis Avenue. And this is what I mentioned earlier. See this on the right side? That's all free. And this street has been free. It's been used by many people, locals and people that work in town and on the boardwalk. And anyway, the town this winter, they wanted to make this entire street, all the way up to 17th Street, they wanted to put the meter boxes or the signs. I mean, you have to pay everything electronically now. Okay, I don't even know if I could find a meter where you put quarters or dimes or, dollars in, or even a credit card. I think you have to do everything through the digital app. But there was a big uproar from the citizens and the people that work on the boardwalk in the summer, and they said, if you make us pay for parking on this street, we're not going to be able to work in Ocean City. We can't afford to come down and work for boardwalk wages and pay, what is it, $3.50 to $4.50 an hour, and that's going to start Memorial Day weekend. And that's how much it's going to be. And the shoulder season, I think it's still maybe, no, I think it is, well, maybe $2.50. It's a little bit cheaper, and you get some free parking for Monday through Thursday, before Memorial Day weekend kicks in. But then you got to pay through the nose. And I think it's $4.50 everywhere an hour. And then they've got a whole slew of special events now that they've listed as additional $1.50. It's too many for me to even remember how many to tell you. It's 4th of July. You got the holidays. You've got the car shows, the cruisers, the concerts. You've got all of this stuff, and so that's when you're going to get cracked for the $6 an hour. But see, both sides of the street, this is all free parking. And right up here on 14th Street, that's where the White Marlin Open Weigh-In is, and also on the boardwalk at 14th Street at the Commander Hotel, that's where the air show is. So all of these spots will be completely gone. And right there, the Presbyterian Church, they make buck during these events, because I think they were getting $40 last year. Now, they say it goes to charity and they do stuff for the community, so that's a good deal. So, I guess if you don't mind paying $40, if you can't find a free spot for these special events, at least, you can take it off your taxes. So that's the deal here on St. Louis Avenue. It's still free, at least for this year. All right, let's go check out just a couple more spots before we wrap it up. We're going to cruise down Baltimore Avenue because there are free spots on both sides of the street from, well, really the whole length of Baltimore Avenue down to 33rd Street. And so that's pretty cool, but these spots really fill up quickly in the summer. You've got to get here early. Now, there's one really cool road over there on the Bay side, and you know what? I'm going to save that one, and I'm going to keep that for us locals. And I think the locals know what street I'm talking about on the Bay side, and anybody that has come down here enough should be savvy enough to know which street I'm referring to. But there is one more really cool option, and there's some other cool options too on the Bay side. Like I said, we're going to keep them for ourselves right now. And you know what? Let me pop up on a couple more streets here, and I'll show you how to get some free parking if you want to go to some of these mid or uptown beaches. Let's go ahead and shoot the final segment up here. We're going to make a right here at the Carousel Hotel, and really from Midtown to Uptown, you have a lot of options with these little side streets, and it's certainly within walking distance to the beach. And so if all you want to do is go to the beach and you don't feel like fooling with the inlet and the boardwalk and parking and the hassle with that, then just go to a mid or uptown beach. There's lots of free spaces up here. Of course, you still have to get here early, but say you've got spots all over the place. Here we even have some on both sides of the road. Now some of these side streets just have parking on one side, and you see it gets kind of funny up here the way the streets are broken up, because you'll find little alleys, and of course this is Ask the Woman Drive, but there are other little roads and alleys. They don't go continuously through, but you can pick and weave your way through these different roads and, you know, find a good free spot. So I hope this video helps, and you know, if you like saving money, and I think most people do, then you might want to go check out some more videos in our OC Penny Pinchers, because that's where this one's going. This one's in the can. Thanks for watching.